Hi guys, welcome to Waking Warrior's walkthrough video of the Lindos Princess Hotel in Rhodes. What I'm going to do is, it's a long video but I want to show you everything, so I'm going to take you through the entire hotel right from the front to the back. Here's a beautiful fountain in the middle at one night. So the hotel is located just outside Lindos. It's about 3-4 miles away. One downside about this hotel is that there is not much around it at all. It's not great for if you like to go for a run etc. from this hotel, because you can't really do much on the beach due to the sand being so deep and difficult to walk on. There's a couple of shops and there's a town just up the road there, but really not much around it. So if you are going to consider coming to this hotel, consider that it is effectively fairly cut off from things. There are plenty of trips and buses outside the hotel. You can go into Lindos easily or go around the island. If you're into your fitness like I am, then don't worry, there are tons of fitness programs here, classes every day, a good gym, as you'll see, a decent gym. So you can definitely get your fitness in. It's just that if you like to run distances, you can run up the main road. There's not a lot of pavement around, so just be aware of that. But other than that, this is an excellent 5-star, in my opinion, hotel for this class of hotel, which is family all-inclusive. We come to these hotels a lot, and these types of hotels, and this is definitely one of the best we've stayed in, so it's highly recommended. Anyway, onto the video. You'll see that this is the entrance lobby. It's a great big entrance lobby. It's really nice. Never seem to be that many people around. Lovely mural on the ceiling, as you could see there. Really nice and clean all over this hotel. You'll be really happy staying here, I've no doubt about it. We did come in October, half term. The weather was gorgeous, by the way. Well worth coming at this time of year. If you wonder why there's not that many people around, well, October half term, it was certainly less busy than it would be in summer holidays. Next, this video was taken fairly early in the morning, so please be aware of that if you're thinking, well, it doesn't look very busy around the pools, etc. Now what I've done here is I've walked from the lobby up to the main bar. This is locked. At the end of this video you will see some footage from in the bar. We didn't actually go in there much, but it is a very nice bar with arched ceilings in it. Lovely bar, that. So coming out of the lobby area through one of the side doors, here you can see there's a bit slightly strange this, in that there's a big square which is effectively built on top of the hotel. There's buildings underneath this, as you'll see. Now you'll see that there were rooms above this square. It also has a conference centre, and they do take business people who tend to stop in the hotel up there, above that square, to the hotel rooms. The holidaymakers are all in the bungalows or the apartments you can see spread around these very large grounds. Lovely grounds, lovely fountains you could see there. So what we're going to do now, they're the rooms there that I was just talking about, where people who seem to come on business trips stay. Well, I didn't really see any of them around the hotel at the time. So what you do is you come out the reception level. So at the reception you've got the main bar and the reception, that's about it, as well as access to those meeting rooms and things up there, conference centre. And really most of the action at this hotel goes on the next level down, which is where, as you can see from that sign, we've got the supermarkets and everything else, the swimming pools, and of course the rooms and the beach. As I said, really nice fountains, lovely manicured gardens, kept really nice. Those white stones were a real pain because they're near the table tennis table and the ball kept getting lost in them. So you've got a couple of table tennis tables there. My son loves table tennis. You could get the bats for €5 a deposit, which you got back. We played table tennis probably at least an hour or two every day. My son and daughter also liked it in here to waste a bit of money on the machines, so they're there as well, and there's also a couple of machines out here as well, as you can see. Now what you've got then is, I mentioned at the beginning, the gym. The gym is okay. It's not one of the best gyms in the world, but I came in a few times, got some free weights there, a few machines, 4 running machines, so I didn't have a problem getting on the running machines. One problem with it was that for some reason somebody switched the aircon off and you couldn't switch it on yourself in the gym. It was on the first day I was in, but then it was switched off and it was boiling hot in there, so that's one thing to be aware of. Hopefully they'll have it on when you go in there. This was the indoor pool and spa. They did massages and things in here. I never actually went in there, but that's also where you get your towels from. With regards to getting towels, you didn't have to leave a deposit, but you had to give a card, and you could swap the towels every 3 days, on the 3rd day, every day. So what we're doing here is, then this corridor sort of ran behind the gym. So if you like, we're going back in towards the building, and there's some elevators here. So if you got the elevators down from the lobby, they'd come out down here at the ends of this corridor, where you could then take your suitcases if you had a lot of luggage. Although when we arrived, we were taken on a golf buggy. There was a shop in here, seemed fairly well stocked actually. It was quite a big shop. So what I'm doing is I'm just walking around this corridor, around the back, just to show you what's around there. As I say, I wanted you to see everything on this video, the entire hotel, because trying to see what these hotels is like is not easy. So this video, I'm hoping, will give you absolute confidence in terms of where you are coming on holiday. Now, this is the main restaurant. There's an indoor section and an outdoor section to it, so it's a nice place, not huge, big enough. Now what I'll do is later on I'll just come back. I did take some footage at lunchtime. See that they do ask for long trousers on an evening. I did see a few people with shorts on an evening, but I don't think they were getting any trouble because of it. But you probably feel a bit uncomfortable without long trousers on, given most other people have them on. Now this is the entertainment programme. Now I have to say, what really makes this hotel is the entertainment and the animation team. There are absolutely tons of things to do. They run it like clockwork. It's absolutely fantastic if you like an active holiday. Now you don't have to get involved, but if you want to be doing things like Zumba, strength training classes, that type of thing, this is really a good place to come if you want to keep fit on holiday, like myself and my wife like to do. It's absolutely fabulous. I'll say a bit more about the animation team later, but they are fantastic, all really good entertainers as well. The entertainment on a night was brilliant. We all loved it. So we're walking from the building now into the pool area, which is huge. As you'll see, there are a lot of pools here. Now on your right there is the outside section of the main restaurant. That's looking back towards the main building where the table tennis tables were, just there right in front of you now, and that sort of square bit on the top where we came down. Now that's the outside area for the restaurant there, so you can just go through the doors when you're in the restaurant and sit outside or inside. We tended to sit inside, but it was very busy outside. A lot of people did sit out there. Now this is the first pool you come across. There's a good bar here. The bar was run extremely well by the staff there. A guy worked there as a bit of a character, and his partner in crime, this lady who worked with him, they were really good. You always got good service. As I said, this was taken fairly early in the morning. It did get busier than this, although it was always easy to get a sunbed, absolutely no problems whatsoever in October half term. I imagine it may be more difficult in summer when it will be busier. Now we were there right at the end of the season. In fact, the hotel was closing down just after we left. And if I'd have taken this video in the last few days, there was virtually nobody around the pool at all. It was rather nice actually, because we were some of the only people in the hotel. It was half full towards the end of the week. didn't affect what they what they were doing in terms of entertainment, etc. It was a really nice time of year to go, which is why we are actually going back next year. So that's the outside seating area for the restaurant again there. Really nice outside, it's covered. And what we're doing now is we're sort of scooting back behind the buildings, because over at the, if you like, if we're over where the camera's pointing now, we've got things like the amphitheatre, where they did most of the nighttime entertainment, the full shows. We've got a sort of kiddies fairground area. We never went in there. A few little rides in there where you could actually pay and put the kids on some rides, only suitable for very young ones. Not suitable for even kids 9, 10. It's for the babies really, that. So you can see it over there. It is covered up at this time because it's not running in the day. There was a charge for that. I'm not exactly sure how much it was because I didn't go in. Those buildings there, right to the right, just there with the doors, that's where the animation team actually lived. Didn't quite have the luxurious accommodation of the guests, unfortunately for them. They were really great people. So what we'll do is we'll now come back up and we'll turn right here, and I'll just pop into the amphitheatre to show you where they do the main nighttime shows. It's fantastic in here. I cannot rate highly enough the animation team. Sounds a bit naff because the shows are put on by the animation team, and sometimes I've seen this, it's not been too good in other hotels. Here they were so professional. I think they were all professional entertainers. And I have to say, I've never laughed so much in a long time watching these shows. They were so funny and so well done. So it was nice to get a drink and then come up here and sit in this amphitheatre and watch the shows on an evening. In October, you do need something long sleeved on an evening. You could, otherwise you'll be a bit chilly with a short sleeved top on. One of the things I would complain about actually here is that there are no bars near the amphitheatre. They could really do with a bar in this area as well, because it meant you're having to walk back either to that main bar in the main building, or more likely the one I showed you over near the pool to get your drinks, which was a bit of a hike going out and back every time you wanted another drink. There's some of the animation guys, they were great. Now, what we're heading to now is we're heading to where they did the classes, and you can see, and I mean, I have been to these places before. They haven't put classes on. The animation team sort of disappear. You can't find them. If you like it active, this is great. I mean, they were so professional, these people. The ladies who were sort of taking these classes, of which many men attended the classes, strength classes, all sorts of things. They were brilliant. Really good. A couple of ladies from Italy were doing that. They were great. Now, coming down here, you'll see the tennis courts. Now, we as a family played, these are rooms overlooking sort of the tennis courts and things, so you could be in one of those. Probably not the best view actually of the hotel, that. But these are, there was 2 tennis courts, one concrete, one with a fake artificial grass surface on concrete. They were nice tennis courts. You didn't even have to pay a deposit from memory, and the reception, you had to book it because they were always popular. And you also had to pay if you wanted to play at night. I think it was €10 to have the floodlights switched on, but you could book it in hour blocks, and the reception would happily give you the tennis rackets and the balls, and I don't think you even had to pay a deposit for that. Now we're moving on here to the 5-a-side pitch. Now again, artificial grass, nice little 5-a-side pitch this. My son used to like coming down here They play the football games both for adults and kids in there as well with the animation team. It's a full animation program throughout the day. There's all sorts going on, from archery to football to sort of games around the pool, water polo. I know I keep saying it, but I really cannot praise enough the animation at this hotel. It was probably we go to a lot of these hotels, we go to at least 2 a year, and this was probably the best hotel in terms of animation virtually we've been to. So what I'm doing now is I'm heading back towards the swimming pools. So there's lots of rooms around here. So the rooms are all basically like this. Now some of these rooms are more expensive than others. There's some newer ones which I think are just to the left behind me there. But even the standard rooms are pretty nice. And as you can see, the whole place is spotless and extremely well maintained. This was fairly close to our room. Our room was just up to the right up those stairs there. And our room overlooked the front, so overlooked the pools, so effectively this is the view we had. We were first floor. So there you can see the main pool on the left. That's the one I first showed you with the bar on it when we came in. There's all sorts of bridges over it. Here's a kiddies playground. This is really nice if you've got young children. And our room was sort of up there on the first floor, so we had quite a nice view. So that's all rubberised tiles, so it's pretty safe, it's good. Now, this is the second main pool, if you like. So there's that one up there which is a bit more adult orientated. This is the children orientated pool. As you can see, there are slides and bridges in there, paddling pools. Pools are not heated, although in October you could swim in them. I have been places without heated pools at this time of year and you just basically can't get in them. These you can. It wasn't warm. But it was warm enough not to be absolutely freezing, and actually once you got in and got used to it, it felt absolutely fine, and I don't like cold pools. In summer you'd have absolutely no problems whatsoever, they'll be really warm. So what I'm doing now is skirting around that pool. Nice bridges over it and things in case you need to cut across. And now what we're doing now is we're heading towards the pool bar stroke restaurant. So there's a couple of bars down here, as you'll see. There, so that's the restaurant down by the pool. It's a big place. And the pool bar down there. Now I will come back to this I think a bit later on. So you can see how close this hotel is to the beach, because what I'm going to do now is just go down to the beach. Beach is really okay. I mean, the sand on Rhodes, it's not like the Caribbean or say the Gulf Coast of Florida, but it's a bit gritty. But in terms of a beach, I don't think any of the beaches are private, but given that this hotel is pretty much on its own. There are other hotels and buildings around it, but it seems to be that it was really only hotel guests used this. And you got the sunbeds for free, by the way, you didn't have to pay for them. There's showers there to wash your feet as you come off, so really nice facility this. The sea, even in October, was really warm for, it amazed me how warm it was. You could easily swim in the sea in October. Really was a lovely time to go. So I'll show you a bit later on just some water sports that they had there. Kids could go on banana boats and things like that. So yeah, it's nice if you. I tend to sit around the pool rather than the beach, but it is a nice little place to sit. There's also a crazy golf and bowls and things there. Again, free. You just need to get the pay a deposit at the pool hut, which you'll probably see later on, just to get the golf clubs and things like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come back up off the beach, and I'm going to come into the pool bar area and pool bar restaurant. Now this restaurant actually serves pretty nice food. It's also the buffet style. There's a bar on the left there which is much like the other one up at the other pool which I showed you at the beginning of the video. But what you have here is you've got obviously lots of seating. A lot of people just had their lunch down here from the buffet. I was impressed with the hygiene in this place. It all looked good to me. People, wore gloves handling food. Seemed to be of a good standard. If you arrive late on your first day, as long as it's before midnight, this place serves food until midnight. So what we did is we just came down here at about, I think it was about 10, 11 o'clock, and had something to eat from here. So it's not cordon bleu or anything, but as you can see, it's usual type of fare for these things, pizzas. On an evening they have, and they may have some here, they have really nice chicken and things. This was in the morning, so the full usual range of daytime food probably wasn't out then. And then you've got some bars in here, so you can get nice coffees and things. They do have a proper coffee machine, barista machine. I used to ask for that. It was a bit difficult to get them to make an Americano, so I used to ask them to put a shot in and then put some hot water in from the machine. So that machine there, rather than using the automatic machines, which actually turned out a fine coffee, but I do like my coffee. So what we're doing here is we are heading up now. There is yet another pool here. I never actually sat around this pool. This is really right on the beach. It has some water slides, not overly exciting, but if you've got kids around about the 5 or 6 age, I think they'll probably find this absolutely fantastic. My kids at sort of 12 went on it a few times, and I don't think it was thrilling enough for them, so they didn't bother again. But it's pretty nice, is that? And this is a nice pool. There is a glass windbreak around it on the beach side. That's another view, so you can see how close. That's right on the beach, that one. Really nice. And I said water sports. I think this is about €15 a person to go out on, and they do a couple of runs of the bay. But the animation team, if you're thinking of going on one of these, your kids, note the animation team have a special days when they do it where you get I think it's a €5 discount on the price, or €3 discount or something. So it's best to go on those days. Now, here is the buffet. Now, the food here was really good. This doesn't show the full thing because this was actually at lunchtime when they had a cut-down selection. It wasn't on an evening. I didn't get around to filming it on an evening. But the food here was excellent. I go to a lot of these places, and sometimes the food is a bit tasteless. I thought it was really good here. Really good. Really enjoyed the food. Highly recommended for the food. Could get a bit busy, I imagine, in those restaurants in summer, queuing and things. Now, this is the main bar. I took this towards the end of the holiday, so you can see it's really nice in there. I like the wood panelling and the arched roofs in there. So guys, thanks for watching the video. In terms of what I didn't get the rooms. You'll have to trust me, the rooms are pretty nice. Not fabulous, but pretty nice. Get the family room if you've got kids. It's got a dividing door, highly recommend getting paying a bit more for one of those if you've got kids. Gives you a bit more room. I also didn't get the specialty restaurants. They are pretty good. I had a really nice meal in the Greek one, which sells a lot more than serves a lot more than Greek food. Those are included. You get 1 or 2 visits per week for free with those. So overall, I give this hotel a rating 4 out of 5. It's an excellent hotel. As I say, I go to a lot of these hotels, and this is certainly up there in the top few I've been to. What really makes this hotel, as you've probably gathered already from my voiceover, is the animation team, the daytime activities, and the evening activities in terms of the show. Absolutely brilliant. The whole team were fabulous. They do change, so I hope there is good in 2017. This video was taken in 2016. So I'd classify all that as outstanding. What's very good, well, you've got the food, very good for one of these hotels, very tasty. You've got good pools, brilliant pools as you can see, great grounds, the whole place is spotless, the facilities are very good. There's also a kids club. Over the other side of the pools where I didn't go on the video are the kids clubs over there, and generally the staff, they're all very nice. If you've not been to the Greek islands, the people from Rhodes are really nice, friendly people. Good, as I said, the rooms are good. And the beach is good as well, as you can see from the video. What I didn't quite like as much, probably the location. I also thought the drinks could be a bit better, not up to the quality of the food, but they're okay. So overall, 4.5 out of 5. If you like the video, please like it. Please subscribe to Wakey Warriors channel. More videos are coming soon. I'm also investing in a drone so I can fly over the hotels for future reviews. So keep an eye out for that. Subscribe and like the video. Thanks for watching.